Hello, this is Ryan Shaw, and this is my review of the AEW Unmatched Series 8 CM Punk. This is the most recent CM Punk figure they put out. And it's going to be the last AEW figure of him, too. But you notice something's different about him, right? And the reason why it's different is because this is not a AEW or WWE CM Punk. It's him. This is what he looked like when he was on the independent circuit, like in the let's say the early to mid 2000s. Yeah, it was the early to mid 2000s. This is what he looked like. He had blonde hair. He didn't have all the tattoos that he had now. You know, he wore different types of ring gear, not just like wrestling trunks. He wore like these basketball shorts with his logos on it. One side says Punk. The other side has like the straight edge logos on it, which means he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, or do drugs. He's completely clean. The face is a little bit weird. It doesn't quite look like it looks like CM Punk and it doesn't at the same time. You know? You know it's CM Punk, but I don't know. Maybe they kind of just did that just because, he kind of left in a very bad fashion and they just said, well, we're just gonna just rush this thing and get it out, right? Well, I like it. I still like it, even though the face is a little bit weird. But I can still see CM Punk in the resemblance somewhere. Then again, they had to work with a picture and had to copy the picture of him when he was younger, so I would think WWE would pull this off a little bit better, I'll just tell you the truth. But it's still an awesome CM Punk to have. It's still a very important one to have. There's also a chase version of this figure with the red, shorts. But yeah, again with the face, you could tell it is CM Punk, but he looks like an older CM Punk though, even though it's supposed to be a young one. And what I've seen with these Ring of Honor ones that they're doing, the way they print the eyes is weird. Looks like his eyes have been printed a little bit, maybe it's just me, but just a little bit high up there. I think he might have his lip ring. They just didn't paint it. But like I said, they probably rushed this and wanted to get the CM Punk figures out of the way so they never had to make him again, right? Well, WWE's making CM Punk figures now. They're working on them right now. So those will be out the end of this year and going into 2025 at least. Let me show you all the tattoos he has. He has the Pepsi tattoo. I'd like at least a bootleg one. He has this heart thingy. He has this thing that's a bear. All the usual tattoos he had back in the 2000s before he completely filled up his arms with tattoos. He's even got the Cobra Commander tattoo he's known for. And the most popular one that he has is the Straight Edge tattoo. Like I said, it has the 3 X's on one side, and it says Punk on the other side. There's nothing on the back, really. He doesn't have... I don't think he has a back tattoo, as a matter of fact. I don't know if he does. But it's obviously before, like, the torso tattoo, and... Let's see, what's missing here? What's before he went to WWE? But he's got all the usual articulation you expect an AEW figure to have. The arms go up and down. He's got like a turn where the actual arm part is, where you can turn it and stuff. Double bend in the elbow. He's got some movement in his hands. It's kind of stiff, you know, but he can turn. The turn thing's more fluent. Same goes with the other arm. He's got this ab crunch on him. And he's kind of got a lean thing on the stomach too. Legs can go out this far, sideways, up this far. So if you're wanting to do a leg drop, same with the other leg. He has double bend in the knees. He has a hinge in the foot. His head can turn 360 somewhat. And he has like an up and down hinge on his head. So it's a pretty articulated CM Punk figure. Basically just like his other other AEW figures. We were supposed to get a Supreme figure of this CM Punk, but with white pants. But it's pretty obvious since Punk left AEW in a very just bitter fashion, right? They don't talk or anything. He wants nothing to do with AEW now. But that got canceled. So at least we have this in the Chase version, right? To represent that time. But I might as well show you the stuff that he came with. Here's like the track jacket he wore in Ring of Honor or on the independent circuit. Another one has the crossbones and it has the 3 X's on the back of it. He's got 2 sets of hands, 2 fists and 2 mic hands, mic holding hands, and he has a Ring of Honor microphone. This is Ring of Honor on it. So, you could tell what timeline it's supposed to be for CM Punk. I just wish it would have came with the Ring of Honor Championship or something, right? Or like one of the Ring of Honor belts from that time. But I also have the man that he feuded with the most in Ring of Honor. I also have Samoa Joe too. So I have Punk and Joe. So you can have those famous matches they're known for, right? The famous trilogy in Ring of Honor between Samoa Joe and CM Punk. I just don't have a Ring of Honor title, to go with these two. I think the same people who are making the AEW figures also does the Ring of Honor stuff too. I mean, obviously, but they might do some of the Ring of Honor belts too. I mean, I don't have the Ring of Honor Bryan Danielson, and I don't have, you know, Cesaro or Claudio, and I don't have Kenny Omega. CM Punk's the only one I actually cared about. Maybe if I can ever find Bryan Danielson, loose somewhere, I'd get him. You know. But, I also gotta say about that AEW thing that they did, trying to expose CM Punk, it was dumb. Punk in the interview just kind of explained everything pretty accurate with Jungle Boy. That Jungle Boy kind of just blew him off and didn't listen to Punk's advice, and CM Punk confronted him and said, well, Jungle Boy knocked on a glass window and said, oh, cry me a river, real glass or something. Then him and Punk got into a fight, or a confrontation, and it got broken up. Funny enough, by Samoa Joe. Where they try to incriminate Punk and say he punched somebody, and he didn't. He only choked somebody out. So I think they were trying to incriminate CM Punk. But everything that Punk explained happened, and it made AEW look dumb. You know. But I can go on about that for a long time. That's another time, another video. I also forgot he does have the drug-free on his hands too. I forgot about that tattoo. And it also says home for some reason on his wrist. That's CM Punk for you.